Yo, did you catch this flashback?
It's Robert Smith, everybody, Brandy's ex-husband. So you dated her for how long?
I don't really remember.
Like 6 months? 3
It
months?
wasn't really your ordinary situation.
Because she got pregnant.
Of course.
And then you decided to marry her, or there was pressure to marry?
There was never a marriage.
So there was never a marriage. You guys, you were just playing that off to preserve her innocent image.
Right. I actually had a girlfriend at the time.
Oh, and Brandy was your jump off.
Exactly.
Oh, Robert, you scandalous hoe.
Got him. This is it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Oh, yeah. I was just on the website, sinfulshirts.com. Is that what that website is called, Art, that we were on?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you guys, go to sinfulshirts.com. You can order yourself a T-shirt that says Donkey Punch on it.
Oh.
Now, you know a toe on the toe is a toe show. Everybody out there in the public doesn't know what we're talking about. Normally, I would never wear a shirt like that, except it'd be fun to wear at a party when I'm at a party with you guys with some jeans and some heels. And the one that I ordered was the Dirty Sanchez shirt. There's a frito bandito with a Mexican hat and a big, mustache looking like Sanchez, and underneath it says Dirty Sanchez. Bow Wow's back in the building. Hey, Bow Weezy.
Yo.
You ever give your sweetie Peach a tuna melt?
Oh. What's a tuna melt?
All right, now let's stick with the donkey punch.
Okay.
You ever give your sweetie Peach a donkey punch? Because now your mom's not here and you're 18 and I know you're having sex, so we can talk.
Oh, man,
your mom always made me feel awkward talking to you.
Why is that?
I mean, that's still your mom.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we can talk toe talk. Well, a donkey punch is when, you're with Sierra.
That sounds personal.
Doggy style.
Oh. That's personal.
And before you splash, you punch her in the head.
Oh. Wendy crazy.
Oh, Lordy. You want to talk about a hot lunch? No, let's not play with the kid. The thing is, Bow Wow, I tease you about your age, but of course I believe that you're 18 years old. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if you were 16, zhuzhing it up 2 years. You wouldn't be zhuzhing it up for us, would you?
No, I'm 18.
Okay, kiddo. So there's this young lady, and she wants you to shout out to her. And that's her name right there. She happens to be in the hospital.
Kamari?
Yes.
That's her name. Hey, Kamari, I want you to get well soon, all right? Please do.
Did you notice Bow Wow's body language? All we have to do is do the shout out. He had to do the yo with his hands.
You know what? I don't know. That's just
What's not the MC
I
thing.
Even when I do like my lines, even I was freshening up for you, and I had to give you something real fresh.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Bow Wow.
And when I was in there, it's just something, like if I'm just sitting talking, like if we talking, like, hey, what do you know? How you doing?
Yeah.
And then I can turn, you say now, I say something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The brand new album is in stores right now. You know what I'm saying? Go get it. It's called Want It. But then I can go like this. I say, yeah, so about this. About this. And then I can go, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Scream 4 tour is coming to Madison Square Garden August 24th. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Bow Wow crazy. Bow Wow's in the studio. The Scream 4 tour kicks off. When's it going to be? First of all, is there a website where people can find out?
Yeah, it is. It's an official Scream Tour website. Just log on to www.screamtour.com. That's where they can find out all the information. Okay,
now we were talking about you and JD.
Mm-hmm.
You left JD. He wasn't able to do for you what he wanted to do for you, I think is what you were saying in a nutshell.
Yeah, basically, Jermaine just felt disrespected, because he'd been with me so long.
Disrespected by Sony.
Exactly, disrespected by Sony. And basically, I really didn't know. Like I said, nobody talked to me. I was 16. Everybody felt that, I was young. I really didn't need to know this. But at the time, I really wanted to know what really went down. And, it came with a lot of hatred on my side, with the people that I was working at the time. A lot of them, didn't want me to be cool with JD. And, that's what they wanted. So at that time, they were enjoying that. But in the inside with me as an artist, I was burning because I really wanted to work with this dude. Like, it felt awkward going off by myself and doing a complete album without working with Jermaine. Yeah. And I definitely did not want to go into the fourth album not working with him. And I specifically told myself, I said, I will not let myself do another album if I cannot work with Jermaine.
Hey, Art. Yes. So you were separated for how long?
I'd probably say like a year and some change.
Now, in you all making up,
yeah, we good
who
now.
Called who?
I called Jermaine. I called Jermaine. Matter of fact, this was during All-Star Weekend. This is during All-Star Weekend in LA.
And his phone rings.
His phone rang. I told him, I said, well, actually, I got back with his father first. His father was my manager, Michael Malden.
Yes.
I got back with Mike, and you know, of course, father and son thing. And he said, we gotta get back into it with Jermaine. Are you willing to do that? I said, of course. It's only right. So after that came, we hit up Jermaine. I told JD I was gonna be out in LA. Let's hook up. We did so. And I basically told him, like, man, like, it was weird working on that third album without you. And I just felt, you know, it just felt weird, you know what I'm saying? And he watching me like, man, like, what is this guy doing? I'm watching him like, man, like, what is this dude doing? And it's only right. Like, it was a bond that should never been broken. But it was good because during that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely matured and I learned a lot just by going through that in that year. And some change, so yeah.
Very nice. I'm glad you boys are back together.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shout out to JD. You know what I'm saying? His album does come out on the 19th. Young Flying Flash.
Now, do you and JD and Janet and Sierra do you date, double date?
Nah.
No. Who do you double date with? Who's famous? You just want her all to yourself.
Nobody. I'm good.
Well, I'll tell you what. In my In Touch magazine, they asked you about Sierra. They go, "You've got a duet with Sierra. Is that who you're? Is that how you started dating?" You said no. That was business. People don't realize that I've been cool with C for a long time before her career.
Yeah.
Luckily, here's the soft pink part. God put us together for a reason.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I stand by that. God does do things for a reason.
If you've known her for so long, when did you first look with sparkles in your eyes?
Like I say, I think
when your mother raised up. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. Gotta get rid of the block.
I think just not with my situation, but I think with a lot of great situations as far as a male and a female, I think the relationship is better when you start off as friends. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is cool. Like, she's always been like a homie. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I can just holler to, just talk to. And you know what I'm saying? It was what it was. And like I said in that interview, you know, God does things for a reason, and God just puts certain people together for a reason. Same thing with me and JD. God put us together for a reason, and you know, He separated us for a reason. And you know, and during that time, you know, I'm mature.
So this is going to be your first tour going out with an admitted girlfriend. And you tell In Touch Weekly, we trust each other. There'll be no temptations for me, but my fans may be tempted by me.
Yeah.
You can be good.
Yeah, I'm going to be good, of course. Of course. I'm focused. Like, I'm focused. Like, I'm so focused. You know, I got my movie, September 23rd, Robout's about to come out. I got this album in stores. Like, I'm focused. Like, I have no time for no foolishness, no time for no games.
And I've got to tell you something. And you're a fabulous person in your own right. You've always been fabulous to me. But you're supersized fabulous by having a celebrity girlfriend who is as fabulous.
Thank you.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like you're doing better with her than you would if you came out of the closet with the 3LW. And that's not to talk against her. It's just that there was no career going on there. Do you understand what I'm saying without me?
Understand.
Okay. Like a career, coming from the gossip point of view, coming from the pop culture nista that I am, a relationship always makes somebody more interesting if the person that they're involved with is as famous, and we want to follow both of them. So, you know, this is a good look. I hope you kids aren't planning on having babies and getting married anytime soon.
No. I'm not even thinking about all that.
Are you double protecting? You use a condom and she uses a...
Oh, God. Look at this.
Pill sponge. You know what I mean? Do you live together?
Nah.
Will you live together when you come back off the tour? You said you were going to get a bigger place. Are you going to move in together?
I don't know what the future holds.
Would you like to? Or are you ready to? I mean, of course, you get it.
I'm young, man.
Kick out homie.
I'm 18. Yeah, my homeboy Dion. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got. That's what I got.
Kick out the entourage.
You know what I'm saying? He ran out. Actually, he got scared. I don't think he could take the heat.
Oh, come on, homie.
Dion got scared. He ran out. You see him smiling over there.
Dion's the guy who got thrown in the pool on Bow Wow's cribs. No, so you're gonna go out on the Scream tour. How many cities is that?
Oh my God, it's like I think maybe 40. No more than 40.
Okay.
No more than 40.
And you'll be back before September, won't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. August 24th, we're going to be at Madison Square Garden.
And then you'll roll the red carpet for Robots with Sierra.
Yeah, we'll roll bounce. We're going to do that.
And
I'm throwing the Sierra thing, but I don't know.
No, well, I'm sure you'll still be together. I don't expect you to cheat. You genuinely, I mean, I rib you, but you genuinely seem like you're a strong.
Never. I'm good.
And then I'm going to swoop down on you at the red carpet of robots. I'm going to stick
Roll
my
bounce,
VH1
Wendy, roll bounce.
Roll bounce.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to stick my VH1 mic in your face.
Right there. And I
I'm
already know
going
what
to
you're
ask you the
gonna-
same questions with her standing right there. You would
Oh,
love-
no, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm
Are you
gonna have my game face on when I walk down that red
I'm
carpet.
trying to get into on Miss Wendy.
Uh-huh.
Listen, she's taller than you in flat feet?
Not by maybe like a little, not even an inch.
Yeah, like a 16th of an inch. Every
just-
hair counts. You thinking about going back to a blowout? Because then you know you have her.
Never.
What about when she teases her hair up? Then she's much taller than you.
Real.
How was it working with Pharrell and the Neptunes?
It was cool for real. I like working with them dudes. I mean, them guys are definitely talented. Not only talented, but the way that they work is different. Like, they make their beats right then and there, like off jump. Like, no hesitation. Here's the sound. This is how we gonna do it. And the guys are perfectionists. I gotta give them to them. The way that they work.
You come in with a notebook of rhymes.
Yeah, like actually what I do is like I come up with all my craft as I listen to the instrumental. As they're making the beat, that's what I kind of vibe off. Like that's what I vibe off of. Like that's where I feed off of. That's where I get my energy from and what the song is gonna be about, the type is gonna be about. When I hear the beat, then that's what I kind of vibe off of. Come up with something fresh, something unique.
Yeah. So I have to get back to sitcoms because I truly believe that this is your calling.
Yeah.
I mean, I truly believe this is your calling.
Thanks.
And it's gonna help even more that you're an A-lister girlfriend. You know, you understand what I'm saying? You have your A-list girlfriend to be able to make appearances. But I think you can carry a sitcom by yourself. I'm not saying she co-stars. I'm not saying like that. There's no need to mix business. You all are only dating. You know, don't commingle. And if you live together, you know, one of you own the house and the other one have a house over there to go to in case of the fights. But music's your number one love. I can totally understand that.
Definitely.
Acting is second to music.
Yeah, but I can honestly say this. I'm gonna definitely finish off my career in acting though, and film.
Nice.
I'm gonna definitely do that.
Well, sitcoms are a great way to get started.
Definitely. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to that.
You can turn the heat down.
Thank you.
Definitely looking forward to the sitcom thing. I definitely think that'll be a great way for me. Like everybody's saying, like that could be my retirement right there, and I definitely agree. That and film is something that I really take to heart. You know what I'm saying? That's always been a passion of mine, was to go ahead and get into acting and do movies and different things in that nature. And I'm gonna continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how much longer. You know, I don't know when God can just say, oh, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap for this. So you always gotta make sure you have a plan B, and I got my plan B, C, D, E, and F.
Right.
I'm ready. Like I'm prepared.
Accent on the plan C.
Oh.
Let me tell y'all something, boy. Let me explain, boy.
How's Shago going? Your clothing line.
Check this out. Actually, I put on Shago. Shago is no more. What I did was, actually for the Screen 4 tour, you're going to be seeing me with a lot of Rockaware products. Rockaware is actually sponsoring me.
You're wearing a Rockaware hat
I'm
right
wearing
now.
a Rockaware hat right now. And they're sponsoring me with everything, special made clothes for me. So hopefully in the future you'll see me do some things
I like
for
your
Rockaware.
sweat jacket. He's wearing a sweat jacket with the arms cut off.
Yeah, with Wanted on the back.
And
which is the new album, which is in
Wanted on the back,
stores. Yeah.
which is the new CD. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
So are you going to be doing magazine ads for Rockaware, or it's just that's where it is?
Yeah. Well, right now, you know what I'm saying, it's just them, you know, sponsoring me for the tour. A lot of other people try to come to me to make clothes, but I felt that I wanted to go with Rockaware. Being that, you know, I am a hip-hop artist, I'm a rap artist, and I felt that, you know, their clothes really represent that, and that's something that I like to wear. Like, you see me now.
You look really cute. You got your shorts on, you got your fresh Air Force ones, you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you look really cute, as usual.
Oh, thanks, man.
And might I add, you don't look chiefed.
Oh man, I don't smoke.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke. Yeah. You ain't gonna hear me. You ain't gonna hear about Bow Wow in the news like these other cats. You know what I'm saying? That's what you ain't gonna
I respect that, Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Do you does Sierra respect that?
Of course. She respects everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you still play basketball?
Yeah, love basketball. I ain't played in a minute though, I ain't gonna lie. I've been so busy I ain't played in a minute. So my game probably rusty. I couldn't go on the court and play right now.
Yeah.
At all.
All right. Well, we have 10 seconds. So on that note, I'm going to let you know. Little Bow Wow CD called Wanted is in stores.
Bow Wow, Wendy.
Excuse me, Bow Wow. I'm sorry. I'm 5'10". You'll always be little to me.
Oh, okay.
Bow Wow CD. 5'11". Oh, my gosh. Is in stores now.
In stores right now. Get ready for the Scream 4 tour. It's going down August 24th, Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
Now, my question is about the Kegel. Why is it every time I try to do them, I have an orgasm? Is that normal?
I don't know, but it must be pleasurable. The Wendy Williams Experience.
You know, Bow Wow's giving me exactly what I need to send to my nephew because he's at Camp Atwater. He's there for 2 weeks. An autographed picture of Bow Wow with the autograph saying something to the effect of, like, you know, to my boy, to my dog. And then he's going to open Aunt Wendy's care package. I'm going to have a book in there and a picture of Bow Wow.
Outshining everybody else in the family.
And, you know, that's going to make his trip. He's going to think we all forgot about him up there. I dropped him off at camp and left him in the woods. Although Camp Atwater is a nice place to be left. They're nice kids up there. Anyway, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. I always love talking with Bow Wow. This is the first time that I was able to talk with him without his mom being in the vicinity. Even though, you know, his mom is age appropriate. I mean, you know, she's like one of my peers and a cool homegirl, too. But it's just easier, you know, talking to the kid when his mom's not around. Yo, he didn't realize we were playing all that soft pink music behind him. He didn't have any headphones on or nothing. What's this whole interview was done over and soft pink music. He's talking about.
Wow.
You think he's sprung?
I think God put them together for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice guy. I like him. I think that sitcom thing, boy, I just think that there's something there. There's something there that's more special. Him and Jadakiss, they have that something that a lot of the rappers don't have. And I say rapper because often, in more cases than not, there doesn't seem to be a life after rap. Everybody doesn't go on and become like Jay-Z or you know, mogulize it like Puffy or, you know, triple capitalize on it like Nelly. And it just...
But he's clean like Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Personality.
Bye-bye. Exactly. And I didn't want to tell him this, but, you know, him being smaller helps his longevity in the sitcoms. He'll be able to be 28 and still playing, you know, a 19-year-old.
Like you said, you think he'd be 16.
16. Yeah, saying he's 18. He's zhuzhing it up. There he goes.
Tom Cruise is short too, though. He'll be all right. Oh. You need some news, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Well, shout out to Andre Tyrese Ivory, who is celebrating. I know, that does sound like how you doing, Dave, right? Andre Tyrese, we're just having fun with you. I think, honey.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, no, we don't know who Andre is. All I know is that Andre is celebrating his 26th birthday today. So, happy birthday to you. Hey, why don't you come to the Laugh Factory tonight? And when you raise your hand and you say it's your birthday and it's you, Andre, I'll buy you a drink. I'll send you a little drink over, you know, a little apple martini, honey.
Water.
Or maybe you'd prefer something harder, like, you know, Hennessy or something like that. Come to the Laugh Factory tonight. Doors open up at 8 o'clock, and the comedy starts at 9 o'clock. Shout out to Capone, the Gangsta Comedy, Ken Black, and all the comedians. It's a good time every Wednesday night, boy, I'll tell you. And shout out to everybody in Mount Vernon. Don't forget, Friday night, the place to be is Lounge 42. It's 42 West Broad Street. It's the WBLS live broadcast. And the doors open up at 11, and the party goes until 4 in the morning. You got to be 23 or older at Lounge 42 on 42 West Broad Street in Mount Vernon, and 25 and older for the gentlemen. It's a good time for everybody. A special shout out to everybody listening at LB Graphics. I see you listening there on 5th Street.
We got the hot flyers.
Yeah, those are the flyer people.
Yeah, they hot,
the
too.
dope flyer people anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny how the people that like make the parties happen and stuff. It's always funny to me, like people like LB Graphics or like record label, you know, like people at Virgin, like the inside people listen or whatever. Stylists listen to the show while they're stylizing Naomi Campbell or whoever for a photo shoot. It's always funny to me. That's funny to me. Yeah. I don't know if it's hot, but it's funny to me. You know, it's weird. I just think of radio like when I'm talking to everybody in Radio Land, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm really thinking it's you guys. I'm not thinking Puffy is listening, that Jay-Z and Beyonce are holding hands, rolling down Broadway in the Maybach, you know, on their way to Tao for dinner, listening to the experience. I just don't think of it that way. I think of it, this is a show for the people. Just the regular people, scratching and surviving. You know. Anyway, but I'm glad everybody listens. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm dropping stuff on the floor. Bow Wow double backed and gave me another hug. I had lox and capers and onions for lunch. And I know I was chewing gum, but I had a Diet Pepsi to wash it all down, and I did a belch, and he hugged me.
no.
He walked right in the waft. I know he's talking about me like a dog right now. Like, damn, I came back to hug her.
Oh.
Damn. All right, you all. We need to continue on. How you doing? All right. WBLS. I'm out.
Yo, what up? This is Kwame, and they're gonna try to get me to do that "how you doing" thing. I don't do that, so I'm just gonna do the straight guys version. Yo, what up? Kwame, not the "how you doing." Y'all can keep the "how you doing." I'm doing yo, what up? All right, peace.
All right now. Ain't nothing but a party. It's the Wendy Williams experience, okay? Thank you so much for being here today. Well, we've had Bow Wow come in. His new CD, Wanted, is in stores now. And don't forget about Bow Wow on the Scream Tour. And mark my word, the boy is going to get a sitcom. And it's official with he and Sierra, and he talked about that. He got pink on us. And also, I want to thank my other special guest, Muhsin Muhammad, a very nice man who was traded from the Panthers. He now plays for the Chicago Bears. He's their new wide receiver, a $30 million contract, and he's got an entertainment company, a special marketing company. Find out more about Muhsin Muhammad's side job by going to his website for his company, Baylo.com, Baylo, entertainment.ent. I'm sorry, Baylo, ENT for entertainment.com. Okay, and thank you, fellas, for coming in and blessing us with your presence today. Also, shout out to everybody who's planning on being out in Vegas on Saturday night. Boy, I'll tell you. I invited Muhsin, but he's training, and apparently, because I don't know athlete's schedule and stuff. He said, no, I'm not, it's too tempting, too much temptation. I was like, okay, then stay in Chicago and win some games, because we'll be out in Vegas watching the executioner pummel Jermaine Taylor.
Oh.
I mean,
That's about right.
I do, from all signs.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a sportsman, but I do like fights. So Bernard Taylor and the Executioner, that's at the MGM in Vegas, and then the after party for the fight, which I'm making my birthday party too, is going to be at the Aladdin. Within the Aladdin casino, there's a place called the V Theater. So we'll see you there. Shout out to the 702. Shout out to the 323. Shout out to the 818. Shout out to the 212. I know you all know how to fly out and have a good party. The 215, and shout out to everybody everywhere. I'll see you all in Vegas on Saturday night at the Aladdin in the V Theater for the party. Oh, shout out to people at Seagram's. Thank you. They're doing an open bar. Seagram's Gin and Juice. They're doing an open bar and seafood buffet. Free. Seagram's Gin and Juice, by the way, is doing a hot or not calendar on my website, which is really hot. Now, ladies, you need to know Friday, July 22nd is your deadline. The contest officially closes. We are looking for calendar girls for every month of 2006 for the Seagram's Gin calendar. It's the Seagram's Gin Hot or Not Calendar Girl contest. I love this contest. Go to my website and find out all the details. And remember, ladies, don't just send a picture of you in a sexy outfit. Excuse me. We need to see a picture of you in a bathing suit. The WendyWilliamsExperience.com. Oh, and on that website, you can find out more information about the Vegas party, telephone number, call Big Reed and ask him about it and whatnot. And you can find out about the Laugh Factory, which is going on tonight in Times Square. You can find out about the Bodylicious cruise. We got everything going on, but all roads lead to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. Okay, so Ellen and Portia are planning on making their 7th-month romance official with a commitment ceremony. I love it. And that damn Ben, I know he's sick. We talked about it yesterday. And Angelina, have you seen the new W magazine? I haven't seen it yet, but they say that there's a 60-page feature story on the Mr. and Mrs. Stars, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith stars. And the pictures are personifying a couple in love. And people say that it's not that Jennifer Aniston any longer feels betrayed. What she feels like, it's like some kind of weird publicity stunt where they're rubbing this all in her nose and making a mockery of her and Ben's life together. Why is it that I feel sadder for Jennifer Aniston than I do for Terry McMillan? Only because I feel like Terry, you saw that swishing down to breakfast in Jamaica when you brought your niece and nephew on the vacation as a carbon copy. Their life together is a carbon copy, the beginning of it, of how Stella got her groove back. And Terry McMillan last night on TV, I'm sorry. She looked crazy. She talked crazy. She acted crazy. She had the bottom lip going on like Bobby Brown. She was tugging at her clothes like a 16-year-old schoolgirl, as opposed to a sophisticated 58-year-old woman who, if one of us is going to be crazy in this relationship, let it be that boy right over there. The one who married me under false pretenses. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, cooler heads, in my opinion, in this situation, cooler heads prevail. And Terry did nothing to make me... Oh, jeez. I mean, we had guests today, so I don't want to say they got in the way, because guests never get in the way, but you know what I'm saying. We can talk about this more tomorrow. Billy Graham's daughter was busted for beating up her husband.
Shut up.
Well, she's 59 and the husband's 53. And according to the cops, her husband Chad was driving along and suddenly pulled over and got out to avoid the altercation. And that's when she grabbed her husband by the neck and choked him. Chad then caught his breath and walked to a nearby Kmart parking lot and hid behind a furniture truck. And then that's when the cops pulled up and was like, what's wrong with you? And they ended up arresting her for assault and battery. She was in jail briefly and she was released after being processed. And this is what she said during the bus. She said, if you knew my husband, you'd know that no one puts their hands around his neck. So, Oh, man. It's time to go. Well, look, I love you all for listening today. Hey, Brian McKnight.
Ow.
All right. Oh, boy, you all. Thanks for the laughter. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. God willing. Bye.
These party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night.
Program complete.
I have to tell you, give me 10 minutes and then we'll come back and luxuriate together for the bonus hour. Did you see Terry McMillan last night? If by chance you were near a fax machine, 866-WendyFax. We'll talk about a whole lot of other stuff, too. I got a lot on my plate that I didn't get a chance to get to during the actual show. Everybody's going to be mad at me during the national show because there's more stuff that I had to talk about, but I can repeat for them tomorrow. In the meantime, we've got each other in 10 minutes. Take a shower and prepare for me. All right.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour going to last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you, I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5
You know, when we have guys in the studio and stuff, it's funny, I describe them, and then listeners like Carlene Reed, they get caught up in the fantasy. And she writes in, Artie is forever messing up the visual with that damn drill. You hit the drill once for Musin.
Twice.
Did you hit it twice?
Yeah, the bottom row was kind of jacked up.
But you know what? His teeth were white. It's not...
He got a half teeth for him to be white, though. He's missing a couple on the bottom.
He's not... I didn't see him missing any teeth.
Oh, you was looking at probably his jewelry then.
No, I wasn't. I am a toothnista. And while there were spaces between his teeth, he didn't deserve the drill. A visit to the dentist, a visit for Invisalign is not a need to get the drill. It's when they're mangled.
You're right.
Or when they're straight, but they look fake and they're gray at the top and like that. He didn't need the drill.
Okay. Sorry.
Why in the hell is Put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your right hand up, put your left hand up. No. That's my Tourette's moment. I was thinking about Remy Martin. Remy, I like your new song. I don't like to compare, but I have to. It's only obvious. Because Little Kim's song, I want to see what else she has, if you know what I'm saying. Because, yeah, that Shut Up song is. But Remy's song,
yeah.
Hot track,
yeah,
hot words. And she invented a dance with it, because you know what that is. That's the put that flare back there dance. You put your right hand up, put your left hand up.
There you go. What's that?
I like it. Why the hell is Carol bugging? We're not psychiatrists specializing in incest. If she thinks there was a relationship going on with her daughter and her stepson and it's inappropriate, she needs to either whoop up on their behinds or seek professional help. She also needs to whoop up on her husband for ignoring it. No, everybody needs to whoop up on Carol for keeping the secret that they are, in fact, blood-related siblings and not, step siblings with no bloodline. And furthermore, if I walked in the bathroom and my 17-year-old son was in my house, in my shower with some chick, I'd pull that shower door wide open. What the hell? If you want to do this, then you need to go somewhere. Or at least be crafty and do it when I'm not home. But it seems like Carol was a woman on the brink. Remember, she lost her husband during 9/11. Package from Steve Lindsay. These are just pictures. I hate electronics. Why are the pictures on a CD?
That's hot.
No, it's not. I can't look at them. Now I got to hook up a computer to look at the pictures.
You got a computer.
I have to wait for my son to go on, help me with it?
Yeah, he can do it.
That's the embarrassing part. These aren't pictures for my son to be seeing. By the way, shout out to everybody who's been faxing me all day about allhiphop.com. Shout out to everybody at allhiphop.com. Number one, I don't have or have knowledge of any sex tape between Puffy and Loon. Number two, I've seen the pictures that people are posting on the internet, passing them around as, me naked having sex or whatever. What are the pictures? Am I actually having sex in the pictures, Art? I forgot.
Yeah. It's a porn star.
It's a porn, and she looks a little like me, and I will give her that. I just like being caught up in the drama, though. I love it. It's not me, though. James Earl Jones is speaking out about walking pneumonia. He's saying, look, it's nothing to sneeze at. He's 74 years old, and he was stricken with walking pneumonia. This is while he was on Broadway doing on Golden Pond. He was drained beyond exhaustion. He went to bed each night and collapsed. Finally, the doctor ordered him to stop working. And that's when he had to, leave the show. And he's better now. The Voice. I swear to goodness, James Earl Jones looks like my father's twin. And not fraternal twin. But exact twin. Except my father's not as thick as James Earl Jones. Do you remember what my father looked like, Art? Doesn't this look like my father?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Your dad looks like a thinner version.
Yeah. Same color eyes, same color hair, same color.
He's like he'd be your dad's older brother.
Same eyebrows, same complexion, same mouth, just everything. Same. If my father gained 50 pounds, he would look like James Earl Jones. But no, he insists on losing weight on that bicycle. That I pulled in the garage and ran over last night, unbeknownst to him. I spent the first half hour home trying to straighten out the spokes with my hands.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't think he'll notice it. Yeah. He's not going to ride until they get up there to Martha's Vineyard.
Then he'll notice it.
Oh, well, no, because they're dirt roads. So he'll be like, damn, the roads are rocky. And dirt, he won't even realize his wheels are off alignment. Thank you, Tommy Gillespie. He says, I finally got a chance to pick up your CD this past weekend. I just love it, especially Nas and A. Marie's song. I also like Demi and Marcus Houston and M.O.P. and Brooke Valentine and Beanie Man and Jadakiss and Jaheim and Dwelly. Oh, hell, Wendy, I love the whole damn CD. Last week, the pick hit in my car was Keisha Cole's The Way It Is CD, which, by the way, I love. This week, the pick hit in my car is your CD. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Thank you. I do it for the love of the game. Quite frankly, I think it's a hater who says Star Jones is losing too much weight. I just think that's a lot of hate. Oh, there's this article in In Touch. This shows the before and after. I think Star looks fantastic. And they say, even though she was saying, my weight was never important to me, the Shield. In actuality, she would kill at that point to have slimmed down. So finally, she, got fixed, started slimming down. Her goal was to be a size 10. Well, she's lost about 100 pounds now, and people are concerned that she's gone too far. When she first started dieting, she wanted to get down to a size 10, but now she wants to be a size 6. So Dr. Ira Sacker, who wrote a book called Dying to Be Thin, says that someone who loses a lot of weight like Star, in their mind, they don't always see their slim body. Yeah, that's called fat thoughts. You think about food, and you never think that you've lost enough weight. And then he goes on to say, this can lead to extreme thinness or yo-yo dieting. And she might have to cope with some unpleasant side effects like loose skin. She's waiting to lose down to a size 6. Then she's going to get her skin tight and everybody butt out. What is the big damn deal? I saw Star in person. I was mesmerized. How you doing? I was. She was wearing a white suit. She looked absolutely fabulous. And that was like 3 months ago. Look at her now. Does this look like a woman who's lost too much weight, or a woman who looks like lose as much as you want to lose and then get everything tightened? She'll get one big body tight. She looks fantastic. Keep your hands off the buttons. There's no sideway comments. I'm pumping my fist for Star Jones and how she looks.
It's a big improvement.
A huge improvement.
Yeah.
She looks wonderful.
She does.
And if it's a size 6 you want, Starlicious, go ahead. But then please call somebody's plastic surgeon. Get that tightened up, because that loose meat. Speaking of loose meat, I am so looking forward to having a pulled pork sandwich. Nobody makes them like they do down south. Have you ever had a pulled pork sandwich? Wow. South Carolina, I host that party on Friday night. Around 4 a.m., we'll fall into the parking lot where that oil kettle will be turned on its side and cut out in the pit, and nobody's hands will be washed, and neither will mine. That's how the food tastes the best.
But you won't care.
Hell no. It'll be 3, 4 in the morning. Probably in the parking lot of a strip club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm hosting the party. It's a club called V12 in South Carolina. Columbia is where I broadcast on a radio station in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm hosting my album release party down there. And then after that party, we'll go to the strip club. And then after the strip club, we'll walk outside, and there will be the guys with the dirty hands and the most delicious pulled pork ever.
Yes. Homemade barbecue sauce.
Oh, my gosh. And the killer part is that for as the Germanista I am, I'll suck my dirty fingers to get every bit of that barbecue sauce. I won't even care.
You got to.
I've got some faxes and the divorce, a little legal paperwork for you from Terry McMillan. But first, I would like to say that Tavis Smiley had to say virtually nothing, and Terry McMillan just let it blow last night. I stayed up. I watched on his Tavis Smiley show on PBS. It comes on at midnight. It's my first time ever watching the show. I watched because Terry was going to be on there yesterday morning. You know, Jonathan, her soon-to-be ex, who happens to be gay, husband, was on Matt and Katie. So he went national. She went Negroidian. Very few people actually watched the show based on the phone calls and the faxes that I got today. Like, I get, when we all decide we're going to watch the Soul Train Awards or something, everybody faxes and calls. Like, all day I get bombarded. But, to stay up until midnight to watch Tavis and Terry, I didn't get it wasn't boring, though.
No.
Because Terry absolutely... She absolutely came off crazy. I understand a woman's scorn. But the problem with Terry, in my opinion, last night was she found out during the holidays that her husband was gay. You know what I mean? So she's had all this time to process it and 53 years on this earth to know how to handle it when she must stand up in front of people and answer. And she didn't realize that she was going to have to stand up in front of us and talk about it. It's Jonathan who went public with it. And so now it just got real sloppy, So now, but she's had all these months since Christmas to process this. And her behavior last night on the show, you would think she just found out an hour before she came on the set. And she had camel jaw. I'm not implying anything. I'm simply telling you what I saw. She had a Junior Bobby Brown going on. She was tugging at her sweater, and her body language was crazy. She looked really unkempt. I don't want to say it. You see my pregnant pause, but I'm just telling you what I saw. And the divorce talk did overshadow the book, although I did get a fax from Danielle, who says that her book, Terry McMillan's book, A Day Late and $1 Short, this is the old book, was fantastic. Well, it was. I read that. And I read Stella, and I saw the Stella movie. But I can't even remember the name of this new book. And none of the faxes that I got even addressed the book. They were all talking about her, and most people agreed with me. Here's Susie John. Now, he is the height of manners. Dear Mrs. Hunter, I completed my homework assignment. Terry McMillan is crazy! ! I cannot imagine a more revolting, unattractive character. Susie John, can you fax me back? Did you see... I couldn't imagine her in bed with man. If you want to know like she was hard and brash, and it wasn't polished. She just, if Jonathan's the one out there screaming like a wild woman scorned, then there has to be the other side of that, the sensible side, the one with the money, not acting so damn crazy and looking crazy and being crazy. I just felt as though she played herself by going on Tavis. Not because of going on Tavis' show or going on any show, but because you had since Christmas to process this, woman. You are no strangers to gay situations. You've had gay friends, and I don't know this for a fact, but you said, you have gay friends. You seem like the Haggy type, too. I just been saying. You've had gay friends since the beginning of time. There is not a woman who's had gay friends since the beginning of time who hasn't processed what if she found out her man was gay. Whether it's happened or not is irrelevant. But you know what I mean? So you've had 53 years to process this. And 13 years of marriage for your gaydar to get up. And 8 months since Christmas, or however many months since December, should live with the reality. And that's how you come on TV? He's going to take you for half and get away with it.
As he should.
Not as he should, but as he will. Do you wait? Let me just finish Susie John's thing, and then I got a transcript to read to you all. I can imagine. Okay, I think that she's actually a lesbian. Well, we don't know this, Susie John, but this is what I'm telling you. There was something coming through the TV. I'm not saying anything, and neither is Susie John. I think she's actually a lesbian, and that this whole thing is a setup to get publicity and sell books. Susie John, I don't agree with you. Jonathan is probably in on it, and the prenup is a joke. She got bad advice from her lawyer. It didn't increase payouts as the marriage progressed. Everyone knows that a judge would consider this too harsh. And exactly, and disallow it completely. I agree with you. Maybe she has, Susie John, I agree. He goes on to say, maybe she has made all of these stupid moves just so that she can write another book. Susie John, I don't agree that this is a setup. I think that this is very real. Mo says, Wendy, I saw Tavis Smiley last night. Yes, Terry McMillan looked a little crazy last night. I do agree with you that Miss McMillan should have taken a different approach to this whole matter. I was asking myself if she was perhaps an alcoholic. An alcoholic? You don't want to know what the person I was watching the show was saying. And it had to do with substance abuse because of the jaw and whatnot and the erratic behavior. And I was like, no. You know, like, I'm not quick to necessarily paint a picture of somebody like that because people have different personalities. You know, the way I talk a mile a minute and pop my eyes open and stuff like that, you might wonder if I'm still offending. No. Oh, excuse me. Chewing gum on the show. I was asking myself if perhaps she was alcoholic. She looked very unhinged. Absolutely. A lot of mannerisms looked drug and alcohol related. I would agree. It was disturbing to say the least. However, on another note, I'm totally on her side regarding her not wanting to give this guy any more money that he's entitled to. Him being gay is not the issue here. Wendy, the bottom line is Mr. Plummer sees a way of gaining monetarily. Mr. Plummer accused Ms. McMillan of being a homophobe. Yeah, I don't think she's a homophobe. Also, he admitted to having taken $62,000 from her, which he allegedly says he was going to pay back. So in my eyes, his credibility was shot. She was generous enough to pay for his education. Yeah, but she didn't say whether he went to Yale or whether he went to Brooklyn Community College. What kind of education was that? Now I know what you're saying, Mo. Oh yeah, no, this is garbage now in the chair. Yeah, don't put the new facts in here. This is from C in Brooklyn. Wendy, she's not crazy. She looked like a woman scorned. I believe every word she said. Hey, Mrs. Hunter, Star Jones does look fantastic, but the loose skin definitely needs to go. My question to you is, if you were ever approached to do Surreal Life or your own reality show, would you do it? From Jen in Queens. I was approached to do my reality show. No. If my own reality show could just be me and the world of Wendy without my family, I would do it.
Oh, you need the family.
Yeah, well, my mother and father, they would jump on it. My sister would want to be more private. You know, I would want my son out of it. And my husband, you know, he does not, you know, So then how do I do a reality show? And I don't want to do it like that. Like, you know what? I don't want the reality cameras in my house. So that means that I'd have to live someplace else. But that's not my reality. It's like, you know how cryptic I am. You know how loose I am on the radio with the stories. But you'd be surprised. The flip side of that is I am intensely private. Intensely. And it wouldn't be about, oh, you can only film in the living room, but you couldn't film upstairs in my bed. Babe, you can't film nothing. Don't film the front of my house. Don't film my front door. Get out of my kitchen. Can you just rent me another place by myself? you know what I mean? It wouldn't be my reality. And would I do Surreal Life? No. That would take me away from you guys on the radio. However, I have participated in this season's Surreal Life. In the beginning, I introduce. Hey, everybody, it's Wendy Williams. Surreal Life Season 5. Omarosa Manigault Stallworth, who just left her husband. I saw that coming. You know, Omarosa's on her own thing now. Anyway, now, All right. Terry changed the password on my cell phone to I love men. I don't believe that. And if she did do it, she didn't do it because she doesn't like homosexuals. She did it because she doesn't like what she got fooled with. Yeah. And then we asked, did she really get fooled? I have a hard problem believing that a 41-year-old woman with homosexual friends can be fooled by a 20-year-old man who is clearly swishy from the beginning. It's not exactly like he, swaggered in the room all man style. Please, Miss Honey pranced. Where did they meet? They met the same way you saw the opening of Stella. She was on vacation with her niece and her nephew. And he was working, he was there working at the joint. And he sashayed down the runway to serve them some breakfast, their eyes locked, and they're, like that. Or she was on vacation, then she brought her niece and nephew back. Whatever it was, that Stella, that was the story. And when she went and autographed that book, he went and signed pictures as, what was his name in the movie? Damn. Anyway, he signed pictures as if his name in the movie was Victor. Oh, is that the line? Maybe that's one of the girls in the office. What was his name in the movie? Winston. He signed pictures as Winston. So he's setting it up to get half of the Stella proceeds. And in a way, there would be no Stella without him because he's the story. Now, I hate to say that. But that's the story. The essence of Stella is this older woman meeting this younger man. That's their story. As opposed to calling back and forth, why don't you just come collab, damn O? Phone keeps ringing from the girls in the pink office. Terry and I kept in frequent contact, he says. We spoke on the phone. She wrote me and sent me packages, including, this is when he was a boy in Jamaica. Included in one of the packages she sent was an article demonstrating who she was and her fame in the literary world. So he knew who he was marrying. He also probably knew he was gay at that time. Mm-hmm. But as a 41-year-old woman, I'm surprised she didn't just get slayed by him. I mean, some women don't really mind, being with a gay man or whatever. But, then get slayed and fine. Don't, hell, even bring him into the country and give him a job so he can get his working visa, set him up an apartment down the street. Hell, let him live in a room in your house. But don't marry him and don't let him establish residency long enough to be able to sue you for palimony. Because at the end of the day, he's gay. I arrived in the United States October 1995. I was 20. I had only visited the country with my parents previously and, as stated, had never been to California. Upon arrival, I moved into Terry's residence, which was then located on Laurelwood Drive in Danville. Although I thought the house was beautiful, she told me that she felt this house was inadequate and was having a much larger one built on Homestead Court in the same town. Once in California, I immediately began sharing the master bedroom with Terry. We enjoyed an intense romantic relationship. I was unable to work because I had only a visitor's visa. I therefore was able to do very little and could not earn money because I was forbidden to work according to my visa status. The only spending money I had was an allowance that Terry gave me of approximately $500 a week. Terry did indeed turn our story into the book, How Stella Got Her Groove Back. We were in love, happy, and the story flowed easily for her. She completed it in 1 month. She had already received between $6 and $7 million as an advance from her publisher for Stella. Out of that money, she sent $150,000 to my parents as payment of the story. I received none of the distribution. The allowance she had given me stopped and then began a pattern of irregularly giving me money if and when she felt like doing so. I never knew what to expect. On one trip to Jamaica, she gave my parents $20,000 without my asking her to do so. His parents had money. Or did they just change that for the purpose of the story? She would also send... Are you taking a picture of me?
For the website.
All right. Well, this is the world famous Tease and Pop. Then now you make sure you put the.
That's why I want to take the picture because they like that. Tease.
Hold on, everybody. Let me just zhuzh it up a little bit more.
I want you in front of the mic. And
Bianca, is it like I like it, all wild and crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. How you doing? All right. Thank you. Let me see how it looks. Oh, I do look crazy. Wait.
Another one?
Wait, now let me take a picture of you. Now you say how you doing.
How you doing?
Oh, I know how to close it. Oh, look at me working the electronics.
You close enough. You hit the right thing on top.
All right, stop moving.
Thank you.
I want you to zoom in on my picture more the way I zoomed in on yours. You have too much background.
All right.
Hold on, let me powder my nose. And not in that way.
Well, you already zoomed up. You kept it the way you had it.
All right, well, zoom in, and I'm going to move the mic now.
No, I want to see. I still want in the frame. Okay, here we go.
How you doing?
There you go.
Take a side profile of my...
Nice. That's nice, right?
Yes, take a side profile of my Tease and Pop.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to download something because the memory's full.
Take a picture of Scott.
Oh, I took one of him this morning.
Oh, you did? Okay,
I got
good.
one this morning. Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's good.
She would give me different amounts of money as gifts, but never on any schedule I could depend on. The checks always stated the money was a gift. I was still unable to work due to my visa status. Yada yada yada. I mean, we can go on and on about this. I'm going to save the rest of this for tomorrow. We have to go into a break. I can't believe how fast 30 minutes passes. We've got other fish to fry. All right, let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll finish out the show. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, and Vaughn Harper and the Quiet Storm is up at 7 o'clock on 107.5 WBLS.
What's up? This is New Edition.
New Edition. That's right. You're listening to the bonus hour right here on 107.5
WBLS.
That's right,
baby. Yeah, baby. Okay, just a couple of more, and then we're going to move on to an equally as interesting story as far as I'm concerned. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. Dear Wendy, love the show. Did you see Jonathan on Good Morning America? His body language was so queenie. How could Terry McMillan not know what everyone else knows? Anyway, he's in New York. Tell Nicole to get in contact with his attorney and get him on your show. Since his ass is willing to talk to the media, he should come speak with you. Thank you. This is from Adrian. Adrian listens in Arizona and says, Wendy, I saw Terry McMillan's interview and it was crazy. You didn't need an interpreter to decipher that body language. The eyes were popping, the neck was rolling, and she was chewing imaginary gum. I wanted to give her a hug. I remember how fidgety my mouth would get. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Andre and T-Neck, how you doing? He says, Wendy, I saw the whole damn thing, and it was just crazy. Terry sitting there talking about she's not giving him money. Terry is looking all crazy like she just had some chief or something. I wanted to yell at her and say to tell him he could put that where back there, but I forgot he already knew how to do that. You know, Andre, you're crazy. Jennifer in Hackensack says, Terry McMillan was on the Today Show today with Katie Couric. I didn't even realize this. I didn't even realize. I missed another Today Show. Oh, Matt and Katie, you're on fire for the last 2 days. But listen to how she behaved on this show. Now, I told you how she behaved last night on Matt Lauer. I mean, on Tavis Smiley. Listen to what Jen says. Terry was fidgeting. The camel jaw was going. She was scratching her neck, and she kept hitting on her mic clip with the bugged eyes. It made Terry look crazy and hurt her credibility. And the worst part was at the end of the interview when Katie said the interruption of everything features a husband contemplating an affair, and Terry cut her off and said, no, it doesn't. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. I'd have thought Terry would be more polished on TV at this stage in her career. That's what she says. Susie John's back. He's listening. Dear Mrs. Hunter, you're right. She totally played herself. The image that she portrayed was so hard. Hard, like hard, how you doing? Let me just ask, Let me just say that I could totally picture her in as the dominant sexual role. Miss Wendy, I'm so glad you're asking about Terry McMillan. She looked a hot mess on Tavis Smiley. In fact, at one point, she appeared to have made Tavis uncomfortable. I agree. She made Tavis uncomfortable. And if you've seen Tavis, that's not easy to do. Anyway, aside from acting out really, really ghetto-ish, Miss Terry was rolling her eyes, sucking her teeth, and talking about her husband, saying how he ain't getting my money. He put my life at risk. He could have given me a disease. And Wendy, her body language and the way she spoke, I swear it was like watching Jerry Springer without the other chicks to swing on. Tavis tried to get her to talk about her new book, but she was having none of it. You guys, I'm telling you, she went on a jag about Jonathan. I mean, if you were looking for a full-blown extravaganza in the experience way we like things, you would have gotten it if you watched last night. Now let's talk about the royal black baby in Monaco. Oh. Well, it's a fact, Jack. Would you like to see Prince Albert's jump off? Mother to his 2-year-old son, the only heir. Because, Albert is the only boy. Steph and Caroline are the girls. And Princess Grace Kelly was killed years ago. And so was, and now, Rainier is dead. Slave to the rhythm, ride to the rhythm. She got a Caesar.
Yes.
Black.
DS lips.
DS lips.
And some mean coochie.
That snapping gyro got that white man hooked. Prince or no prince. It was so good he decided to take off the condom. Oh. And she knew exactly what she was doing. I'm going to get me a prince seed.
King to be.
Yeah, that's right. And he tried to hold it back from Rainier because he knew that'd be the death of Rainier. Not just a baby from a jump off, but a black girl jump off. Oh. Well, let me tell you how it's going down because they said it best in the Globe. Oh, look at the baby.
Oh, it's cute.
Yes, but he's the black side of a black-white kid.
Yeah.
He's a little niglet.
Yeah.
That's a little niglet.
Yeah.
And he's smiling at the camera saying, I'm a prince. I'm the only heir to the only son to the throne.
Oh.
My grandfather was a king. My grandmother is Grace Kelly. Uh-oh. And everybody's rolling over in their grave because I'm black. Oh. You ain't nothing but a nigger. All right. Take me to my castle. No, hold no. First, let's stop at the Grand Prix. Oh. I'm sitting in the Grimaldi box because I'll be a Grimaldi. Oh, man. Wow. Shut up, you all. No, but this is crazy right here.
That's wild.
And when he greeted the press to tell everybody that he got a jump off baby who happens to be black the day after the official mourning of his father's death.
Damn.
Is when he held his press conference. And Caroline has kids and Stephanie has kids. And this little black jump off baby stands to get a piece of everything. Do you know how much he stands to inherit? This little bit. First of all, let me just stop. Freeze.
Okay.
Prince Albert has confessed to siring a baby with an African flight attendant. Oh. Yeah, exactly. He met his jump off on a flight like the rest of the men do.
Mile High Club.
You know what I'm saying? Oh. And now the baby stands to inherit billions. Of course, it'll be split with Stephanie and Caroline's kids, too.
He won't be broke.
Hell no. And he'll always be black. But while the love child will have a life of luxury, he won't ascend the throne of Monaco. And he will not assume the Grimaldi name. Now, they haven't said, his last name is Stefan. The little boy's name is Eric Alexander, or whatever. I guess this is French for, how they spell it, Stefan. And he was born as a result of a secret love affair going on with Albert and this girl over the course of 5 beautiful years. She was born in Togo, and her name is Nicole Costa, and she's 33. And they met on a flight back in July of 1997. Albert is 48. And at the time, he was so turned on by her that he actually introduced her to his late father. He probably said, "Daddy, this is my new driver." Probably disguised her actual title. I mean, Albert's not married. I bet she didn't introduce and say, "This is my new girlfriend." This is my new housekeeper.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, let me get this story out before that damn Vaughn Harper pulls up in his helicopter. Okay. Prince Rainier did not approve of Albert and asked him to cool the relationship with her. So he did say girlfriend, but the prince was like, cool it. Albert cooled it, but that coochie was calling. And he rekindled the relationship in late 2002. And that's when old girl, I know in her mind, she said, that's it. I'm approaching this relationship with a different mind eye now. I'm going to bring pins on every day. I'm going to poke me some condoms. Ooh. In late 2002, they rekindled. By August, the little boy, Eric, was born. They kept the baby secret until his affair with this girl, Eric, the affair with the girl, Nicole, hit a French gossip magazine called Paris Match 2 months ago. 2 months ago, this all happened. Nicole has been reassured that the status of the child will be settled. In other words, financially. That pledge meant that the baby will have the same right to inherit Albert's billions as any other children the prince may have. In the meantime, he has none. His first and only child. Damn. He's by his black stewardess Jumple. Oh. Actually, that was his girlfriend. It wasn't a jump. Well, you could play the drill. Did you play the drill for her?
No, that was an accident.
Well, no, do it on purpose. Look.
Oh, my gosh. I thought he was the gay one, though.
Truth be told, Miss Audie, there were rumors about Miss Albert years ago. And then he tried to be seen around Monaco with, come on, Susie, John Calabo. We are talking about the social scene over in Monaco. I know you know. He was dating Claudia Schiffer at one point, but she was dating David Copperfield at one point, honey. So she knows how to keep a secret. Hello. Okay. But Costa said that's not enough that he shares in the billions. She wants the boy to have the royal pedigree along with the $2.5 billion inheritance. So see, now she's becoming a real, she's going for it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She told him, oh no. See, it's about to get as ugly as Terry McMillan and them. The Constitution was changed so no child born out of wedlock would ever get a chance to be crowned. But Albert didn't reckon on Nicole. Trouble from the jump-off stewardess. He's already given her an apartment in Paris, a villa in the south of France, and a top-of-the-line BMW convertible. He shut her up like the rappers do.
Right.
He a top-of-the-line convertible and a condo on Rappers Row.
And a gold chain.
And a monthly maintenance payment of $8,000 a month. Albert basically bought her silence over their baby because he was terrified that his father would find out about the boy before he died. He knew Rainier would be appalled and ashamed at the thought of his son, the thought that his son fathered a child with a commoner from a poverty-stricken African state. We can save all the extra words. Yeah. A black woman. Because it could be Oprah Winfrey, and he'd still be upset.
Oh, Oprah?
What? You saw what Hermes did? At the end of the day, you know the deal.
Oh.
Please.
Right.
In the meantime, The insiders at Monaco's Pink Palace, they knew that the news of the baby would ruin Albert's plans to marry his movie starlet girlfriend, Tasha, who's 31. Tasha's sick over Albert's secret family. She basically told him, we could have... Oh, please. And you'll still be there, okay? Listen to her talking big over the 2.5 billionaire prince. She said, we could have had a life together, but you couldn't keep in your pants. Oh. Before he died, Rainier begged Albert to marry Tasha. This is the actress girlfriend. Telling him, she's just like your mother. She's perfect. What are you waiting for? Now the relationship looks like it's hit the skids. Prince Albert made the formal announcement of paternity one day after the end of the official mourning period of his father, who died on April 6th. And here's the last bit. Nicole wants what she feels her son is entitled to. Oh. She's telling anyone who will listen, hey, Elisa, you get a bonus if you book it. If you book this stewardess.
Oh, yeah.
Book her. Oh. Elisa. Let's get Nicole and the jump-off baby in here. Wow, this is something. Well, Ja Rule, it just goes to show you everybody's got troubles in their relationships. Yeah. You know, from rapper to royalty and all of us in between. Nothing's ever perfect.
What airline is she with?
Oh, look at her. She's on it. That's my girl.
All right.
I don't know. They didn't say.
They didn't say.
This is what you do. I'm going to save the article. We're going to rush this back into you, okay?
She's going to save the article and rush it back to you.
And then you could do your legwork. At the very least, you know, Elisa, at the very least, we can get in contact with, like, the head wag over in Paris, in the little municipality of Monaco, and see what all's going on.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. My girls work hard.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Elisa Payne, celebrity booker for the show. Fabulous. All right, good job today, everybody. Thank you for propping me up. I'm talking to everybody who helps me here at the show. I can't do this by myself, please. I'm going over to the Laugh Factory. I'll see you all over there. I'll be there promptly, probably at 8 o'clock. The show starts at 9 o'clock, though. Well, 9 o'clock, 9:15, you know. Get yourself a plate from the Negroidian buffet. Have yourself a drink. And don't be nervous if you want to come by yourself. We're all family in there, you know. We got one thing in common, that is we love to laugh. So it's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory tonight. I'll see you there. If not, I love you for listening, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Vaughn Harper's up next with Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS. Good night.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.